All right, guys, it's Christmas Day. We're out here. We've already had all our festivities. I decided to get out here and set a few traps where I come out here yesterday and saw those tracks. And we got a pair that went down the edge of this ditch right here, and then they got down in the bottom of the ditch all the way back up there, that other corner to the carcass pile that I had. So what I've done, we got these two roads on both sides of this ditch. We've got a road that comes around right up the side of this thicket right here, and they all intersect right here. So we got these four roads coming together right here at this point, and those tracks are coming right through here that we saw in the snow. So what I've done, I've come in here, I've just used this grass wad that's right here on the ground, and I just reached in here and kind of dug out a little tunnel, put some bait and lure up underneath this grass. I've got my trap bedded right here, just covered with that fresh snow. And then right over here on this other corner, done the same thing, guys. I just come right in here. This grass was just covered up with snow, just like it is right here. And all I did was reach in there with my hand and make me a little pocket. And I've got a trap bedded right here, just covered with snow. So what I'm going to do, guys, kind of bundle this up on the side to get them to hopefully come right in above that trap. I'm just going to take my predator bait that I got made up here. I'm just going to get a pretty good amount of it. Just going to push it back in there to the back of that hole. I'm going to do the same thing here. I've got a coyote lure, a couple of different coyote lures, and I'm gonna just take a little bit of that and pour back up here on the back of this mound. And guys, I used these two lures here. In that other set over there, I used two different type of lures. It's just a scent lure here. We're just going to take this and dab it right there above that hole. There we go, guys. We're going to call those two set, and hopefully next time one comes through here, we'll get them picked up. But I hadn't made it over here to the ditch to check the sets yet, so we'll get over there and get those checked. And I want to put in a few more sets where we had the coyote or the bobcat snared. I want to get down there and put a foothold up underneath that root wad or somewhere that we had, and get a set working there. And probably get some over here on this other ditch where that crossing, where we've seen those tracks go across that crossing. We'll probably get a set put in there as well. All right, guys, so we finally got one over there in that blind set that we had. Got some fresh poop right up here. This set's still guarding it right here. Yeah, it's pretty cool pulling up there and seeing him bouncing over there. So we thought that set may have been froze in yesterday, but evidently it was working last night. But I'm gonna get over there and get him taken care of, and get down here and get these other sets checked. I'm gonna carry me a trap down with me, and I'm gonna place it right down here where we had that bobcat caught, and we're gonna make us a pocket set right down there with a foothold guarding it. All right, guys, you can tell I believe there's even more animal tracks crossing here than what there has been being. Let's get up here and take a closer look at this dog we got up here. And our snare's still working here, guys. There it is. Actually a pretty good looking dog, young one. But we just picked it up in this blind set that we had set in the middle of this trail, guys. So all right, I'll get it taken care of and get this remade up here. All right, guys, so right here's our other trap that we had blind set right here in this trail. You can tell that coyote was able to reach over here just far enough to kind of disturb where that trail was at. So we're just going to take us some sticks and debris, and we're going to stand back up over here just to kind of close off them wanting to come through here. They're going to want to go right up through that trail where we got that trap bedded. So may take us just a minute. Let's take a bunch of these pieces that he's chewed off, and we'll just stand them back up in here. Kind of discourage them from coming this direction. You can tell, guys, that trap's not covered very good at all, but it doesn't have to be. So there we go. We got that trail blocked off back again over here. They're going to want to come right through this one section here. So we got this trap back in working order. Let's get this coyote out of here. It's going to be a male, a younger male. Got him by a couple of toes there, but that trap held him, guys, no problem. All right, right here's our trap bed. We're gonna get all this grass and stuff untangled out of here. As we're gonna pull all this that he's got tore up here to the side. Lay that trap right back down in there, guys. And secure it in there just the best we can so it's not moving around. There we go. And we'll come over here and get some of this little grass, broken leaves where he's clawing around. You don't want any big sticks or anything, guys, but just take a minute, get that smaller stuff. Blend that trap in. Just lightly cover, guys. That's what I'm gonna do right there. I'm gonna place that stick right there for him to step over. We're just gonna come in here, guys, on this side. Pull this back up. Kind of define that trail that we want them to use. We'll pull this over at about the edge of the trap there so that they'll have to go onto the trap, not try to go around it. All right, there we go, guys. That's reset there in that trail. So the two little trails coming out of that field come together into this one, funnel right down this ditch, and we got it guarded by these two blind sets here. All right, guys, we got this foothold in here. We're gonna come in here and get this. Well, guys, right here we've got a hole from where we had that anchor on that snare. Right up here we got this root wad. What I'm gonna do is come right down here to the side of it. I'm gonna bed that trap right here. We're just gonna kind of clear some of that brush out of the way. Dig us out a trap bed for that trap to lay. Drive this anchor down. Oh, seem to go in too easy. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's not going to be a good anchor right there. We'll come up here and see if we can. Actually, you know what? We've got this root wad right here, guys, and that's pretty solid. We're going to take that. We're going to take that trap and we're going to grab us a D-ring and we're going to anchor it right there to that root wad. Let me go ahead and get it bedded here, and then I'll have to walk back up to the truck to get it anchored, to get a spring clip. We're gonna trap in there just like that, guys. We're gonna bring our anchor right up here around that root. Gonna take some of this, a little bit of this grass and duff that's laying here. I tore up already. We're just gonna kind of cover that trap a little bit with it, keeping big stuff out. Right there, guys, that'll work. Let me run up here. We'll go ahead and bait it real quick while we're here. I got this lure here. Guys, we'll just take a little bit of it and we'll pour down here in this hole. There we go. That's going to be one attractant to them. And guys, it's being on the side of the water, there's a good chance once this thaws we can get an otter right here as well. Got a little bit of a caster base lure. And we're just going to take and we're going to dig out a little bit here. Just dig us a little hole back in there. There we go. All right, guys, I'm just going to take that caster lure I got. I'm going to shove it back there in the back of that hole. Got one more lure here in my pocket. It's a gland lure. We're going to take us another little stick here. Get some of that gland lure on it, guys, and we're just gonna put it right up here in that hole as well. I tried to do an earth anchor here, guys, and it was too soft. It wasn't going to hold. But right here we've got this big root wad, and all I did was take a split ring, come up here where my earth anchor is attached to that cable, put that split ring in it. Then I just wrapped it around that root wad there, and that's got it anchored secure right there. So hopefully the next thing comes through here, we'll have them attracted over here to this spot and see if we can't make a catch on it. Right here, guys, I started, it would have been a perfect spot to do another one up underneath this rock. There's already a cubby there, but this ground was so hard, frozen. I was hitting a rock right here. There wasn't anywhere to bed that trap securely, so I just moved it right over here to this root wad. But I brought another snare down with me, guys. I'm going to hang a snare right here in this main path coming down that they were using. that we had been using. All right, guys, so I got this snare guarding this main trail going down right here that them animals were using. We just got it anchored over here with an earth anchor, got it sitting above that trail, and then I put almost like a dive stick like I would for in the water for beaver, just to kind of get them to duck. Whether they're coming up, they're going to go under that stick. If they're going down, they're going to duck their head down, go under that stick, and right through that snare opening. So here we go, another set over here, and next one that comes down through this path, we should have caught in that snare right there, guys. So I'm gonna, before the sun's starting to set, I'm gonna work my way back down here to this crossing, get a couple of footholds put in there, guys. All right, guys, so we made it over here to this crossing where we saw those tracks going across. There's even more tracks today in the snow on the other side. What I ended up doing, I put almost kind of a modified trench set right here. Just pulled the dirt up, a dirt hole down the bottom of this trench. Our trap is covered right here, guarding it. We've got some of our meat beaver, ground beaver bait down in this hole. And then I also use some bobcat gland lure there in that hole. I come right over here, right as we drop down into this ditch on this side of this trail, guys. I tried to put a dirt hole in here up under this grass, and the gravel for this road was so hard I couldn't get my hole dug very much. So what I did is I come in here, a little bit of a hole that I got there, I put my bait and lure in there, and then I just covered it up with this rock. So they'll smell it here, but they'll have to work on this rock. And then we got our trap just lightly covered right here. You can see the pan there on it, and just got it covered with a little bit of snow and a little bit of grass to blend it in right here. So it's starting to get dark on us. We got several sets put around here, so hopefully if they come through tonight, we'll have some catches in the morning. But I'm gonna head back to the house now, guys, and we'll see you when we see you. Today's Christmas, so everybody Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoyed your time with your families and you're visiting, and we'll see you next video.